There we go. Sorry about that. Thank you. Didn't turn my mic on. I ordered a new mic as well. I got a new mic and a mic arm coming. I might have a different angle here pretty soon. So we're improving the channel. I got a new chair coming this week, so no more squeaking. No more of that crap. I bought a new microphone and a mic arm. So we got some really, really, really good stuff happening with the channel pretty soon. But what's up, everybody? How you doing? Welcome to the Punk Rock Review. In honor of our big guest today, Jim Lindberg of Pennywise, we're going to do a Pennywise tier list video. Sorry for the audio issues. Thank you for being patient and letting me know that that was going on. I feel like an idiot when I do stuff like that, but I do it more often than I'd like to admit. It's pretty annoying when I do stuff like that, but oh well. Let's see. Wait, what? No, no, Dave can hear it, so there's got to be fixed. Yeah, it's good now. I can see it on here. Yeah, I see it. I got audio now. Let's see. Da, 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 da. Pennywise. Boom. All right. Richie, can you hear me now? Let's see. All right. There we go. Jimmy Paulson. A couple of my favorite records are Fuse and Reason to Believe. It's tough to choose, though. Reason to Believe. Man, those are like much later albums, aren't they? Let's see. I like they're consistently good throughout their entire career, but let's see. All or Nothing is probably the last one. I have Never Gonna Die on vinyl. Some of these I haven't heard yet, though. Reason to Believe. Which one has... Fuse is a good record. The Fuse, that's a good record. Reason to Believe. Boy, that's late in their career. So do you not like their older stuff? Because all their older stuff is where we're going to be talking about today, probably. Who had the other singer? Was it All or Nothing? Let's see. I can't remember which one. Let's see. Yeah, All or Nothing's, yeah. Well, yeah, okay. Well, let's talk some Pennywise. All right. Shoot. How do I do this the best? Shoot. And then I'll turn the camera this way. There we go. I'm facing the wrong way, so I need to be facing what, this way? That's hard to do on this because my camera is over here, my monitor is over here. It's all right. We'll just have to do it like this. It is what it is. All right. I've seen them several times. Liked it. Never bought an album. You never bought a Pennywise album? Wow, that's crazy. That like really genuinely surprises me. Let's see. That's freaking nuts, dude. Well, based on some of my recommendations today, maybe you'll be able to go out and find a record that you really like. Dave, that would be pretty cool. Let's see. Make sure and give the stream a thumbs up if you don't mind. Oh, wrong channel. All right. So Pennywise is a band that I had one that left over. Someone left over, but it skipped like crazy. Oh, that sucks. Dude, there's not much that sucks worse than an album that just skips. Ugh. But we have S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, D, and F. F obviously is the worst. S is obviously like perfection. A, B, C is probably where we'll be hanging out a lot today. But I'll have a couple of things there for you. Pennywise is a band that has been around for an awful long time. I have always been a fan of this band since probably about 97, 96, early in my punk rock life. I really was a fan of Pennywise. The first Pennywise album that I ever owned, let me pull it up real quick. These videos are a little bit less organized than some of my others, so my apologies for that. I just wanted to get on here and get used to talking since I'm going to have the singer on the show today. I'm a little nervous if I was to be super honest with you guys. So Pennywise, let's go. So what was their first album that I got? Oh man, I hate when you do the desktop Spotify thing. There we go. Okay, so the first album that I probably heard by Pennywise, well, I guess the first one I heard was an older album from 1991. It was their self-titled album. It had Bro Him on the end of it. And I think it was, I can't remember if it was a live version. No, I think the next one had the live version on it. The Bro Him studio version was on the 91 self-titled album, I believe. But in 91 they came out. Their sound was a little more raw. That would be this album here. So let's do like this. Let's put these albums in order, chronological order. Okay, so then we have that, and then we have this guy here, Unknown Road, and we have About Time. Full Circle comes after that. Straight Ahead is a album we're going to be talking about today, I would imagine, quite a bit. And then we have Land of the Free. We're going to skip Live at the Key Club. From the Ashes. The Fuse. All or Nothing. And we have Yesterdays. Let's see. 1988. And Never Gonna Die. Oh, Reason to Believe is in 2008. It's in between The Fuse and All or Nothing. There we go. I've only heard that album like once or twice. Straight Ahead is a great, great, great album, man. It is a fantastic record. But let's start with their first album, self-titled 1991. I'm going to say that their sound is very raw at this point. The production's pretty solid. The songwriting's pretty good. But it's still incredibly raw. And they're still trying to get into their own sound. And I'm trying to be objective here, but this is from my perspective. I'm going to put the self-titled in B tier, but I'm going to put it at the very head of the B tier. Like this one is almost A tier. Like if there was a halfway point, I would put it right there in the halfway point. I don't think they'll let us do that on here. So, but let's see. Bro Him is honestly an absolute classic song based solely on the fact that Bro Him is on here. Like I'm looking at my, excuse me, my list of songs from the album, and it's got 15 songs, 33.5 minutes. That's a good length of song, I would imagine. The average comes out pretty good. But I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 9 out of 15 songs are actually on my liked songs list. And I do think the B tier is an appropriate place for the 91 self-titled Pennywise album. What's up, Derek? How you doing, man? If anybody wants to do a song request, I probably won't do it on this, but what I was going to do is if anybody wants to do that, I'll write it down. And then after I'm done talking with Jim, I will jump back on another live stream with the list of songs that was requested, and we'll talk about what, the podcast and stuff, and do some dono requests. If you guys want. You don't have to. All right. Now we're getting into like the territory of albums that are master works of art, in my opinion. Unknown Road came out in 1993. I believe this is on Epitaph. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it is. It's 13 songs at 33.5 minutes. A little bit longer song length on this, but better guitar work, better production, better songwriting. Not by a ton, but there is enough. There's only one song on here that I don't actively really like, and that one would be City is Burning. I don't dislike the song, but it's not one of my favorites, right? Beautiful Planet says, it's been years since I heard Bro Hymn, but I can still remember that chorus chant note for note. Facts, bro. Jimmy Paulson, I could have met Fletcher by their tour bus, but I decided to just stand next to him while he was talking to fans. He has Lone Star beer in his hand. That's awesome. But I'm going to say that this Unknown Road is absolutely, positively, without a doubt, an A-tier album. Yeah, I don't think that there's any, like, discussion there. Unknown Road is like a probably top 3 Pennywise out, maybe top 5 at the worst. Top half, absolutely. They got a lot of albums. But then you have, like, in all of punk rock, Unknown Road would be a solid A-tier album, in my opinion. I don't know if I can decide what, like, my favorite tracks are on this album, but let me see if one just pops out at me. I mean, Unknown Road, the title track, is so easy to remember because it's such a catchy song. It's Up to Me is a really good song. I think it's number 4. You Can't Demand. That's a really... Oh, man. This album is so good, dude. Vices is a really good song. Great lyrics on that track. Ooh. Favorite albums are About Time and Straight Ahead. Dude, they got... Oh, dude, we're going to get into that right now. Okay, so the next album, 1995. They were skipping about 2 years per album at this point. We get... again, on Epitaph Records, we get About Time. It comes out... It's 12 songs, 32.5 minutes. Woodford says, anyone ever noticed Bro Hymn is a copy of the intro of Black Flag Six Pack? Is it really? I never thought about that. Is it? It might be. Okay, so here's the thing. About Time. I love this song. Perfect People is one of my favorite punk rock songs of all time. Not Far Away. It Is What You Do With It. Try. Oh, so good. He did a lot of different stuff with his vocals on this record. It sounded a lot like Axl Rose, in my opinion. The 2005 remastered version is pretty fantastic. 12 songs that I like. I'm going to go ahead and put About Time in the S tier. I think it's a perfect record. There is no skips on About Time, in my opinion. But Pennywise as a band hovers in that A and S tier for me. A lot of people would say otherwise because they say, oh, their sound is always kind of monotonous. I like that. I know what I'm going to get when I get a Pennywise record. I don't see how that gets boring, though. Every album sounds a little different, but they have a specific sound that they, style of music. They have a specific style, but all their albums sound different to me. Let's be honest, pretty much all their albums, even with the Ignite singer, are pretty damn awesome. Yeah, dude. Well, I don't feel like that's Pennywise, though. We'll get to that later. Yeah, dude. So, I mean, look at this, dude. At absolute worst, they're a B-tier album band. I mean, that's crazy. Let's see. Full Circle in 1997. Again, I believe this was on Epitaph. This was a lot longer of an album. It came out in April of 97. It's 15 songs at almost 56 minutes. Yeah, dude, I will say that the where I rank these albums does change a little bit depending on my mood, kind of, right? Candace says, I can't say I'm in love with the Zoli era. I absolutely actively dislike that because I think it's fucked that you would call it Pennywise when it didn't have Jim as the vocalist. But that's my personal opinion. Now, what they had going on, I understand that. We're going to get to that in a few minutes. I was just watching this the other day. So, I mean, you guys know what this is all about. I mean, I think Jim was like the linchpin to this whole thing coming out. Let's see. Okay. So, Full Circle has some classics, dude. Fight Till You Die. Society. Ooh, man. Running Out of Time. You'll Never Make It. Nowhere Fast. And then they had the Bro Hymn remaster. Unknown Road piano version. Oh, dude. Okay. Yeah, how long the record is. Okay, so actually, Derek makes a good point. the fact, okay, so on this album, it's 15 songs, and I like every single song. Physically liked all of them on here, right? But the fact that the album is 1 hour in length almost, I have to put it in A tier and not S tier because it's just entirely too long for me to listen to like in its entirety very often. But it's in the A tier, strong A tier album for me. That Unknown Road piano version is pretty hard to listen to, honestly. It tugs at my heartstrings a little bit. Okay, now we're getting into like where I think Pennywise really shines, and that is in their like 99 to 2003 era. They have like some really, really strong albums in this part. We have 17 songs, 48 minutes, so each song's a little shorter at this point. Straight Ahead, out of the 17 songs, I actively like 13 of them. It's not my favorite Pennywise record, but I think it is maybe their best sounding album. I'm going to put it in A tier. And I do find that A tier goes in this order: Unknown Road, Full Circle, Straight Ahead. They just celebrated their 25th anniversary on June 1st of this album, so it's a pretty spectacular landmark or achievement. Just a good day. It's a beautiful thing to be able to celebrate 25 years of an album that's so great. Because I would also call... Derek says, I respect Pennywise and Rancid more than any other punk bands. Don't ask me how, just always felt that way. I mean, you're entitled to feel that way. What's up, Julie? You should feel that way. Rancid and Pennywise are two of the greatest of all time. Pennywise, in my opinion, is the greatest skate punk band ever, and I don't think there's any debate about that. And I would say that Straight Ahead, while not their best album, in my opinion, is the best skate punk sound I've ever heard. So the way I land on this, and let's go ahead and talk about Land of the Free a little bit from 2001. This one has 14 songs, 39 and a half minutes. Now we're reaching like the speed that I like. These are really fast songs. Every single song on this I like. Land of the Free is probably my favorite Pennywise album. I'm going to put it right at the front of the S tier. Richie says, not a fan of Ignite, but Zoli did a good job on All or Nothing. He did. I just don't think it should have been called a Pennywise album. Land of the Free. Okay. So I'm going to put it on S tier. I think it's a perfect album. I think that the production and the sound that they got out of Straight Ahead is a little bit better than the sound on Land of the Free, but the album, those songs on Land of the Free are a little bit better. And this, again, this is from my standpoint, my perspective, my opinion. You don't have to agree. I always thought if they could have got the exact same sound out of Land of the Free that they got out of Straight Ahead, that would have been a perfect record. I also think that a lot of people confuse those albums a lot. They have red covers. Their sound is similar. I thought it was odd that they started going away from the Pennywise logo on some of these. I don't know. I think they should have that on every album, like very big. I love that logo. Dude, after talking to Jim today, I might get a Pennywise logo tattooed on me. This is a big landmark for the channel. But Land of the Free, has one of their bigger songs with Authority on it. Time Marches On, Land of the Free, The World, Something Wrong with Me, Twist of Fate, It's Up to You. Anyone listening? Like, this album is full of bangers, dude. It's only 14 songs and it's only 39 and a half minutes. But Fuck Authority is probably the most recognized Pennywise song outside of Bro Hymn. Might even be more so than Bro Hymn. So for that reason, it is a perfect album, and it has arguably their biggest, most impactful song. S tier, dude. Fight me. Let's see. Then we're going to get into something that is going to piss off a lot of people. In 2003, they did From the Ashes. When this one came out, I was full on Pennywise, like was one of my favorite bands of all time. This one came out September 9th, 2003. 14 songs, 41 minutes. Pretty perfect for 14 songs. It's just under 3 minutes a song. Holiday in the Sun, Look Who You Are, God Save the USA. This, in my opinion, is a direct follow-up in sound, in just mood, tone to Land of the Free. Even the art on the cover with that old, nuclear family with the military on the right side, and it's just, I love the cover of this album. I like the coloring, the lime green and bright orange bounce really well off each other, and I like the high contrast black and white photos. So everything from the packaging to obviously the music on the record are absolutely perfect in my opinion. I don't know where to put this one. I think I'm gonna have to put this one at the front of A tier because it also, I think, almost fits in. I feel like I want to put this one in an S tier, but S tier is reserved for like perfect albums. But I like every single song on this record. Every song on this record is good. So I'm going to go ahead and stick it at the very front of A tier. This is another one that would bounce in between. Like, I think Self-Titled is a B A tier one. Full Circle is a S tier one. And I think that Full Circle is mainly its length of the album that bothers me. But From the Ashes, I think, is going to have to sit at the very head of the table on the A tier. Then we go to 2005, an album that I'm a little less familiar with. We got The Fuse. 15 songs, 43 minutes essentially. So it's just under 3 minutes a song. I really like what I've heard on this album. This isn't one that I remember all the songs from, but I started to fall out of skate punk and a little more into crust punk stuff around this time. So when this album came out, I bought it. I just didn't spend as much time with it. I think I need to go back and listen to a couple of these albums a little more. Like, from this point on, I'm way less familiar with these records, even though I have listened to all of them multiple times. I don't actually think I've listened to, what is it called? Their second to last one, 1988. I don't know that I've ever even heard that record. Let me check. I don't recall ever listening to this one, so I don't think I'm gonna have a lot to say about that one. But it's all right though. Derek Perry says, first song I ever heard from Pennywise was Same Old Story. Immediately loved it. Little did I know this genre of music would be my favorite 2 years after that. Yeah, I mean that's how that happens, you know. I want to put The Fuse in B tier solely based on my ignorance. I haven't listened to it enough, and I don't know what I felt about it. I think I liked it quite a bit. I think this one might end up making its way into A tier eventually. This is going to happen a lot from here on out. So, let's see. Reason to Believe I did listen to quite a bit. It came out in March of 2008. My birthday's in March. I got this as a gift. 14 songs, 41 minutes. It's a little longer, average song length. I don't remember what I felt about this album, excuse me. I believe, I'm looking at the song titles. I think this one's going to have to fall in B tier too. And I think because, here's the thing. I was around for this 90s stuff, and then I was there, obviously, for the 2000s stuff. Those are all classic albums to me. And a band, like even Rancid's later stuff, it took me a long time to get into it. I need to go spend some more time with these records. I'm going to have to, yeah. Well, I can tell you right now that the rest of these albums at worst are B tier, with the exception of All or Nothing. The next album, All or Nothing, it's got a different singer. And it came out in 2012. They had a hiatus. Jim left the band. There's a couple of songs I like on it. Revolution, Let Us Hear Your Voice. Those are very good songs. But it's 14 songs, 43 minutes. A little longer in average song length again. But I'm going to go D tier. Nothing that they have ever put out is F tier. But D tier, simply based on the fact that I don't think that you should get a band as respected and beloved as Pennywise that had, 9 records and a couple of EPs. And you're going to change the singer and you're going to call it Pennywise still? Unless the singer passes away, I think that's something that, I don't know. That's weird. It's like Voodoo Glow Skulls did it too. They got the singer from Death by Stereo. But I'm not as big a fan of Voodoo Glow Skulls, so it doesn't bother me quite as much. But Zoli did a good job. It just doesn't say, it sounds like, it sounds exactly like The Offspring and, what's that other band? What's that other band that they were on Fat for a while? Is it not Strike Anywhere? I can see the cover. It's like orange and red. Is it Strike Anywhere? Hold on. They had that song that's like, kind of got like some no, it's not Strike Anywhere. What is that damn band called? They have the album's got the cover. It's got like Rise Against. They sound like Offspring and Rise Against. Sorry, I yelled that in y'all's ear. This album sounds like the Offspring and Rise Against more than it does Pennywise. So yesterday's was a decent album, but it had very little that I could just recall, and I liked it. I didn't love it. Western World's my favorite on Something to Believe. Western World's a decent song. You talk about Reason to Believe, yeah. Yesterday's. Let me see what else I like on Yesterday's. Noise Pollution was a good song. Come out summer of 2014. 12 songs in 43 minutes. Oh, dude, I remember this actually. Screamers, what's up, dude? How you doing? Thank you for your donation. Do you have a song request? I'm going to do it, not on this live stream. I'm going to do it on a separate live stream, but I will do it happily. Thank you very much for the donation. Also, I'm working on a Cold Oi video. The script is almost finished. I will likely get the recording done tonight for the audio part, the voiceover, and then I'll start editing it. I'm hoping to have it out by Monday, but it's going to be like a 15 to 20 minute video. Cold Oi, history of the subgenre, a little lesson about it, and then like 10 bands that you should know, and then I might make a follow-up, more Cold Oi bands, since I've got about 25 bands I want to talk about. So I'll probably do 2 parts to that video. I just saw your little Trojan guy. I thought you might care about a Cold Oi video. You might not. But I do appreciate the support, sincerely. But if you have a request, man, throw it at me. We've got 2 albums left. I'm not as big an expert on the later Pennywise stuff. I feel like I should go fix that, though. Let's see. Okay. Jim has gotten better at singing over the years, and I love that about any singer. Yeah, I like his mid-90s, late... I like the middle of his career the best, but yeah, he's definitely... I haven't seen them live in a long time, dude. I want to go see them live so bad, bro. I can't wait to talk to this guy. I'm so excited, bro. I'm so pumped. So Never Gonna Die is a weird one. So I'm going to skip 1988 right now. I'm going to look at the songs in a second, but Never Gonna Die, I'm going to put in B tier, but I'm going to put it right after The Fuse. The reason that is because I actually picked up that album when I saw it came out. I found a used copy at a place on vinyl, and I was like, what? And I bought it, and I listened to it a whole bunch and really enjoyed it. So for that reason, it gets a higher slot than you would think it might get. 420, 2018, 14 songs and 39 minutes. It's like the perfect length of a Pennywise album. I don't have a favorite song on here, really. I should go back and listen to it and critique it a little bit more. But I really like that album a lot. 1988, I don't know that I've ever even heard this album. Huh. It's weird. It's 11 songs and 24 minutes. That just seems so strange for Pennywise. Hold on. Let me look this up real quick. Let me look up the... let's see. Okay. What? No, that's not what I asked. Let's see. A Fuse cover art is sick. I mean, I guess it's all right. I mean, I like it, but I'm not blown away by it. I've never been a big fan of their cover art outside of the Full Circle and self-titled. I like just the big giant Pennywise logo, which when All or Nothing came out, it got me because of that logo, and I was kind of bummed out when I figured out it wasn't Jim singing. Let's see. Let's go to... Yeah, what's up with this? Is it a covers album or something? Dude, these guys are on tons of comps. I don't understand. Like, what is this 1988 album? Huh. That's strange. I feel like we should listen to it at some point soon. Well, I'm gonna just omit that one on the album. You didn't like the last album? I couldn't tell you why I do like it. I think I just heard I heard it and enjoyed it because I hadn't heard a Pennywise album in a long time. Derek says, I'll be sending you some money this weekend because you rule, but also because I want to hear Pinhead Gunpowder. I mean, definitely support, man. I appreciate that. I mean, I'd be giving away stuff to all my supporters, so I don't take it for granted that you guys support the channel. I sincerely appreciate it from a very deep, real part of my soul. So I just did a podcast with a buddy I've known for like 30-something years yesterday. It's like a little 40-minute one, but his club is having some problems, and he's a Houston, well, he's very important down here. His name's John, but he's awesome, and he's got a really great club that has a lot of good shows, and it's heartbreaking to see he's going through these problems. But yeah, so I guess based on this, they have such a strong catalog that if I was to say like what kind of band is Pennywise, I would say that they are flat out, without a shadow of a doubt, an A-tier band, if not better. They've got 2 albums in S tier, and that's pretty rare. Most bands only have 1. That would be like, your favorite record from that band. Rancid, to my recollection, only has like... They only got 1 S tier album. But they've got, a strong... I don't know, they might have 2. Let's Go is pretty strong, man. I would say Let's Go and Out Come the Wolves are S tier. But, for a band to have... what, 8, 10, 12, 13 albums? Dude, this 1988 thing is bothering me. Didn't even see anything up on Wikipedia. And you all listen to the 1988 album, it looks like it's short. It's weird, man. I don't know. There's not like a write-up on it anywhere. Let's see. Here we go. Dude, I should get some 1988 is reissue of 1989 Wildcard EP. Oh! Thank you. Okay, The Word to a Wise. Oh shit, it is. Huh. Well, it's not, because it doesn't have all the same songs. So it's like a reissue with some extra stuff. That's cool. That's pretty cool. That's dope. Thanks, Dave. D'Alessandro. Did I say that right? Anyways, thank you for your input. I appreciate that. Western World Derek, my favorite too. Man, dude, Pinhead Gunpowder rules. By the way, that's a good band. What kind of tier list should we do next Tuesday? Because Tuesdays are going to be tier list Tuesdays, bro. This is going to be a thing. But, like I said, on Tier List Tuesdays, I'll be taking the donations and requests, and then I'll just log off, start it back up after the tier list, and then do that because it just jacks up all my, the algorithm stuff, the monetization. Okay, since we're done with tier lists, let's do this. Boop. That tier list was fun, dude. I had a good time doing it. Thank you guys for hanging out with me for a bit. Okay, so check this out. So, since we're done with that, let's talk about the 2 things that I got in the mail. I got a Operation Ivy cassette, but there's something special about this one. It's a 1990 edition pre-barcode. Pre-barcode Op Ivy cassette, and then I got from 1988, and all signs point to this being legit, Misfits Walk Among Us, still sealed. It's got all the signs that lead me to believe that it's a real legit one. It's got the like Super Saver sticker spot that was on here. There's the Warner cassette case in untouched condition. Nothing looks like it's been opened and removed. The tape has never been played. It's all the way rewound to the right spot. It looks untouched. This is incredible. There's a little bit of damage on the back right here on the actual like plastic, but dude, this is like, when I found this, the price that I paid for this is absurd. Like, I got it for such a great deal. But this is the kind of stuff that I put in my store, and it's kind of expensive, but it brings people in to look, and I love this, man. I'm so happy to be able to do this stuff. I'm so grateful. It's pretty crazy. What else have I gotten recently that we could talk about? Oh. I've been trying to get this stuff online for literally years. It's not on YouTube anywhere. It's just out in the ether somewhere. I finally got it on a computer, and my buddy emailed it to me. So tonight at some point we will be listening to I Am Wolf. This is a Houston rock and roll band, and they're the singer of Liberty and Justice. One of my favorite projects that any local musician has ever done. This is like straight up dirty, grimy punk rock and roll. I think you guys are going to love this. And if you do love this, I will be making cassette tapes, and we will do something with it. It's going to be freaking rad. I'm fixing to be doing straight bootleg tapes, man. Like, 2 and 3 of each or something like that. Nothing like, I'm not going to like produce them and make them, 50 copies numbered and shit. But like, I will be doing like 5 copies of it. So if you like this, also the Tim Armstrong project, Downfall. I'm making 10 copies of that. I might make more, but I'm making 10 copies of that on a black cassette. I've got a cover that I'm making. We've already got the songs. We remixed them a little bit and fixed the audio as much as we could. And I'm going to be doing Downfall, the whole discography. I'll be doing I Am Wolf. These are very transparent bootleg tapes. I'll sell them as cheap as I could possibly sell them, probably about $15 per. I gotta recover the cost of the materials. I'm gonna give away at least one of each as well. So there's giveaway stuff involved. Yeah, man. I'm working hard. The mixtape volume 3 will be at the end of the month. I'm working on that mix right now. Dave had asked me to start keeping track of the songs we play on the Sunday night streams, so I'm doing that. I don't know. It's a lot of fun, dude. This is absolutely just an amazing channel, community. I'm happy to be here and happy to be entertaining you guys, and I appreciate the support. So I'm doing as much as I can to make this interesting and keep it fun. I've got that Havoc tape. It's almost here. We're doing 2 7-inches for Bullshit Detector. That's almost ready to go. The label, the record store. If anybody comes down to Texas, dude, and you come into Houston, please let me know, man. I would love to have some visitors at the store. We could talk about the channel. I'd love to have ideas. I'd love to take some pictures and maybe a video. My new chair should be here this week. I have a new mic coming next day or 2, so I'll have better audio pretty soon. Yeah, I'm working really hard to get this the best it could be, dude. I'm psyched, dude. I'm psyched because this has been an amazing experience. So I'm gonna get out of here. I got about an hour before I talk to Jim. So I need to go get a bite to eat, zen out a little bit. I'm down for a Downfall cassette. Let me know, man. As soon as I get them made, I'm gonna make like little labels for them. It's gonna be cool. I'm gonna probably do black cassettes with silver Sharpie written on there. I'll probably do like 31 because that's the magic number, right? But yeah, dude. Freaking Downfall. I might just do 10. I have to make them myself, on my stereo. So these bootleg tapes are freaking fun, though. I need to design the artwork for that. But I'm going to get off of here, and I got to do some typing. I'm almost done with that Cold Oi video script. I want to get that done. Yo, this channel's rocking and rolling. They've got all kinds of shit going on. All of you guys, dude. I love doing this. I can sit here and talk with you guys for like a month. So I'm gonna get off of here though, because that's ridiculous. Thank you for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed the Pennywise tier list. This is Tier List Tuesdays. We're gonna try to do it every single week now, around the same time, early afternoon, maybe 2, 3 o'clock.